Is there a company for like rich people who get sued or whatever and lose all their money that will take care of them for life? They just hide the assets by putting them in a company owned by their pet cat. Tittles, being a kind feline, permits them to use his house, private jet, etc. So asset seizure proof insurance that you pay upfront? I don't think that'd be such a big draw, honestly. Anyone who could afford to pay that upfront is either going to 1. Coast through life easily, 2. Go to jail, or 3. Use their dwindling relevance to sell garbage to suckers. Option 3 is so lucrative that they still won't be hurting for money. Also, once your money gets into the billions, there's basically no way you could ever spend it in one lifetime, no matter what happens to you. It's called the islands. So like, insurance? Part of what you're describing is insurance. But this likely doesn't happen, as people with millions of dollars will have their wealth and cash in LLCs or trusts to avoid personal liability, so something like the above doesn't wipe them out. Yes, Mom's House, Basement Inc. I think an irrevocable trust would provide this benefit, and they wouldn't have to get a company involved. I think you just need a lawyer or even just a friggin' safe deposit box full of Krugerrand. Don't know. Rich people don't lose when they get sued. If they do, they are not rich enough. I imagine they would just hide their money in another company they own in another jurisdiction. I expect rich people won't pay another company to handle their money, as they will not want to lose the interest and manage tax or avoid tax on it themselves through their own initiatives. I imagine they'll buy assets and put the ownership as their company, which they are an ownership stakeholder, and the spouse and government can't touch that company as they are legally independent. I think the answer to this question is yes, but I'm not sure if it's a company or a person. I'm pretty sure there are lawyers that are paid to be available for their clients whenever they need them, and they are paid to take care of things like this. Goal. Pretty much the premise of Schitt's Creek. Like, no. Sounds like you're describing someone in jail. I have never been close to being rich in my life. However, I am quite well versed in legal methods of money laundering, tax avoidance which is legal, evasion is illegal, and so on and so forth. That means I can only imagine what measures the wealthy have taken to secure their backups. If a little guy like me has some gold buried out in the desert, imagine what kind of safety net Elon Musk has. Probably got a bag of diamonds up in orbit, lol. Rich people don't lose all their money. Not truly rich ones, anyway. How many times has Trump been bankrupt? And look at the asshole now. Rich people set up trusts and companies in offshore locations that are not subject to US law. I guess it depends on your definition of rich. A married couple that makes $400K a year may be called rich, but not really. Real rich people would never let all their money be exposed to situations you are referring to. Anything from offshore accounts to simply having cash in some SD boxes at a bank. I'm not sure you understand how the world works. Why?